It all started with a simple idea. The world needed to stand together. The problem of drugs was spreading, crossing borders, touching lives everywhere. People were getting hurt. Families were being torn apart. The United Nations saw this and realized a scattered response was no response at all. A unified voice was needed, a single day to focus the world's attention. So, in December 1987, the UN General Assembly passed Resolution 42-112. This established June 26th as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. It wasn't just a date, it was a global commitment. Nations promised to work together for a society free of drug abuse. The date was chosen for a reason: to honor Lin Zexu, who fought the opium trade in 19th century China. June 26th commemorates his dismantling of the opium trade in Hunan, just before the First Opium War. This linked the modern fight to a deeper history of resistance. The declaration was more than a piece of paper. It was a starting gun. Before this, countries worked in isolation, each with their own struggles. Resolution 42-112 created a focal point, a day for governments, organizations, and people to rally. It was a call to action, a day to remember victims, support those struggling, and renew the fight against the illicit drug trade. It marked the birth of a global stand. Now, every year, the world unites on June 26th. The day is a reminder. The fight against drugs is a shared responsibility. It's a symbol of hope and determination. The world's commitment is renewed year after year. This day is not just about the past, but about building a better future. It's a promise to keep moving forward, together. The International Day Against Drug Abuse is the world's answer to a global crisis. To understand June 26th, we travel back to 19th century China. Lin Zexu, a scholar and official, saw his country poisoned by opium. British traders flooded China with the drug, getting rich while millions suffered. The nation's social fabric was unraveling. Lin Zexu acted. He wrote to Queen Victoria pleading for an end to the trade. His plea was ignored. Economic interests prevailed. Realizing words weren't enough, Lin took bold action. In June 1839, he confiscated over 20,000 chests of opium at Hunan. For 23 days, workers destroyed the opium, washing it into the sea. This public act was a declaration of war on the drug trade. Britain responded with military force, leading to the First Opium War. A powerful nation went to war to protect its drug profits. Lin Zexu's stand became a symbol of integrity and courage. He stood up to an empire for his people's health. The UN chose June 26th to honor his legacy. This date connects today's fight against drugs to a long history of resistance. Lin's actions remind us that their struggle is about human dignity. His courage echoes in every effort to combat the drug trade. The story of Lin Zexu is a lesson in standing up for what's right. It's a reminder that one person's actions can inspire global change. The International Day Against Drug Abuse is rooted in this powerful history. Lin's legacy lives on every June 26th. The fight continues, but so does the hope. We honor those who resist, past and present. The day is a bridge between history and the future. Lin Zexu's defiance is a beacon for the world. His story is a call to action for all nations. June 26th is a day to remember and to act. What can a single day do? It can't stop the drug trade overnight, but it can unite the world. The International Day Against Drug Abuse is a symbol of global solidarity. For one day, the world speaks with a single voice. It reminds us that drug abuse is a shared human experience. This day breaks isolation, connecting people across continents. On June 26th, those struggling know they're not alone. The day fights stigma and shame, replacing them with understanding. It's also a moment for governments to reflect and take stock. The UN releases its World Drug Report, providing vital data and trends. This day pushes for progress and accountability. It's a reminder of our shared humanity. The drug trade thrives on division. This day is about unity. It's a day to choose compassion over condemnation. In the face of a problem that divides, we stand together. June 26th is a symbol of hope and collective action. Awareness can change everything. The International Day Against Drug Abuse turns up the volume on a silent crisis. On June 26th, news stories, school assemblies, and community events bring drug abuse into public conversation. This attention forces us to confront reality. Personal stories of recovery, loss, and frontline workers put a human face on the crisis. These stories build empathy and motivate action. The day also fights myths and stigma. Addiction is not a moral failing, it's a health disorder. Experts use this day to educate the public with science-based information. This shifts perception from judgment to compassion. The collective voice creates a ripple effect. Families talk openly. People feel empowered to seek help. Real change begins with these conversations. The day empowers individuals and communities to take action. It's about prevention, recovery, and building a stronger society. Awareness is the first step toward change. June 26th makes the invisible visible. It's a catalyst for hope and healing. Awareness is just the beginning. Action must follow. The International Day Against Drug Abuse shapes government policies worldwide. Public attention creates political pressure. Around June 26th, governments announce new initiatives, fund treatment centers, and propose legislation. The day is a catalyst for policy change. It's helped shift the conversation from punishment to health-centered approaches. Experts and organizations use the day to advocate for harm reduction and treatment. Many countries now invest in prevention and expand access to care. Some have decriminalized small amounts, steering people toward help, not jail. The day pushes a progressive agenda forward. It also fosters global accountability. Countries review their promises and progress. International scrutiny encourages real action. June 26th ensures words are matched by meaningful change. The drug trade is global. So must be the response. No country can solve this alone. The International Day Against Drug Abuse highlights the need for international cooperation. Law enforcement agencies share intelligence to dismantle criminal networks. Organizations like Interpol and UNODC facilitate this collaboration. High-level meetings on June 26th strengthen these partnerships. Science and health professionals also share research and best practices. Breakthroughs in one country can help others worldwide. The day provides a platform for global knowledge exchange. Wealthier nations support those on the front lines with funding and training. This is smart investment in global security and health. Helping others tackle the problem at its source makes everyone safer. June 26th highlights these partnerships. It encourages more cooperation. Together, we are stronger against the drug trade. The war on drugs once focused only on supply, but demand matters just as much. The International Day Against Drug Abuse shifts focus to prevention and treatment. Prevention starts with education, giving people honest, science-based information. It's also about building resilience and addressing root causes like trauma and poverty. Supportive communities help prevent drug use. For those struggling, access to compassionate treatment is a human right. The day advocates for better, more accessible services, detox, therapy, medication, and recovery support. The goal, care, not punishment. Tackling stigma is crucial. Addiction is a health issue, not a moral failing. Campaigns on June 26th change language and attitudes. Stories of recovery offer hope. Prevention, treatment, and compassion are at the center. The day helps create a world where help is available to all. It's about healing, not hiding. June 26th is a beacon for change. The future fight against drug abuse depends on education. Our best weapon isn't force, it's knowledge. A well-informed population is the strongest defense. Future efforts must be honest and evidence-based. Young people need clear, scientific information and critical thinking skills. Education should empower, not scare. It must go beyond classrooms. Doctors, police, and parents all play a role. A truly educated society supports prevention and recovery. Education must also build empathy. We must teach the history of the war on drugs and its human cost. Understanding the past helps us build a compassionate future. Education dismantles stigma and supports the vulnerable. This is the long-term investment that changes everything. June 26th is a call to educate, empower, and care. Technology is reshaping the fight against drug abuse. It's a double-edged sword. Criminals use it, but so can we. Data analytics and AI help track trafficking networks and predict routes. Technology makes law enforcement smarter and more proactive. On the demand side, apps and telehealth expand prevention and treatment access. Virtual reality and wearables offer new tools for recovery. Future campaigns will be digital, spreading hope and awareness online. Global support networks are growing through online forums. The challenge: stay ahead of criminals while harnessing tech for good. The fight is moving online. Our response must be just as innovative. June 26th is a launchpad for a safer, tech-enabled future.